first two parts, we have learned our universe is a spherical, multi-layered universe with a constant flow of energy to matter. Outside of our sphere would then demand a positive and negative result, which in turn holds the sphere together and must bond with others, like it in a feedback loop. We have learned that black holes are the acting catalyst to this energy conversion. Particles from atoms separate from the nucleus prior to entering the black hole. We have learned that black holes are present in every galaxy in our universe. Light and energy are trapped inside. All things in the universe we can perceive vibrate at a certain rate of frequency. However, as massive amounts of energy shift, alternate resonance is created. White noise is an excellent example. This would create reality over the same space as we occupy, but at a different frequency range. As the frequency range is different than ours, it would not be within our range of perception. It would be safe to summarize that travel between layers of the multi-layered universe by changing the harmonic frequency vibration rate would be more feasible than deep space travel. In our spherical universe, energy transfers to mass, then cycles back to energy using black holes as the catalyst. As energies shift and surge, harmonic vibrations occur as the circular waves would, as you would if you dropped a pebble into a still pool of water. The frequency wave carries photon particles throughout the universe. When photons reach us, we absorb them with our eyes, and our brain then reorders them, allowing us to perceive anything that vibrates at the same frequency range that we do. Perhaps as we become able to readily measure the particles of the atom, we will be able to tell how these are ordered within ourselves. As with all things in the universe, energy changes to matter in a repetitive cyclical process. As energy repeats to matter in cycles, this may actually be the protagonist to all things working in repetitive cycles. Perhaps energy events, such as cosmic strings, are actually energy transferring between layers of the universe. Upon the beginning of a new galaxy, it would be an interesting theory that if a black hole releases countless particles that in the realm of matter, for example, bosons, quarks, and photons, without the remainder of the atomic structure, does then the material in dark matter, the area of nothingness in space, not interact with our released particles to then form atoms that then collide, making heat and form, causing mass and gravity as the new galaxy is formed? As we look into the materials with the smallest properties in our universe, we gather a greater understanding as to how our universe interacts with us. Perhaps one day we will see that quantum theory and particle theory will allow us a greater understanding of the simple things, such as religion and our belief systems, are actually more closely related, and we are rather silly to be divided. The languages of these ancient teachings may be different, but they all agree with the principles of the two scientific disciplines. Occultists' and imaginists' ethereal universe can no longer be discounted as fantasy. As we now are aware of our multi-universe's existence, one could suppose that our universe expands not because our layer is expanding. After all, where is the antimatter? One could suppose it is the expansion of other layers would affect the expansion of all layers at the same rate. One could conclude that this could be how the universe expands with little, if no, remaining antimatter. As a final thought, Stephen Hawking was once quoted as saying, "Whoever can provide an all-encompassing theory of everything would be the same as to know the mind of God." I would humbly submit that credit would be shown to thousands of people and centuries of wondering. If we ever do have that theory, it would be more than one responsible. Therefore, evolution of our minds takes place with knowledge passed and moved forward. Thank you for viewing. Please tune in next for Article 6, some science fun, inner terrestrial beings, an investigative search.